Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rachak Radash, that one is to the apostles and elder bishop of Millstone. Peace, blessings, salutations to the hopeful elect, the house of David, wherever you may be scattered throughout the four winds. This is your brother Yazrai Allah from Great Millstone Branch here in Chicago, back with another lesson, Lord's willing is edifying. And I was just going to show a couple clips on, let's call it Black History, all right? Clips on Black history, all right, and just put a couple scriptures in there and call it a day, right? But anyway, let's get right into it, all right? It says belongs to black. Muhammad Ali, 54 years ago in 1971, all right? It says what? He said the whole world belongs to black people. Is he wrong though? All right, we can just get it in the scriptures and see if he's right or wrong, right? Because this the scriptures are right, totally right, 1,000%, right? But anyway, let's get right into it.
The whole world belongs to black people.
Don't you believe that the black and white can live side by side in harmony?
If I said yes, that don't make it right because they can't. I was in Milwaukee just meddling the other day. Didn't nobody see me. And I saw white people, white babies, white girls, and they just was jeering and they hate and they just evil as they can be, coming to kill and shoot and throw bricks at Negroes.
You're talking,
and this is as a whole.
But you're talking in particulars when you must talk in general.
Why is it your whole conversation now is to keep Negroes with you? Why you don't want us to leave you?
Well, because in my estimation, Negro people are every bit as good as white people.
As good as white people.
They're all the same. They're all God's people.
No, we're not the same. He told him right. We're not the same. And especially like he just said, Muhammad Ali said that the whole world belongs to what? Black people, all right? So-called black people, right? And he's talking about the Israelites, all right? So we know that the Lord said he would put his spirit upon all flesh. All right. And this is some of what you're seeing right now and people in the world, right? Even way back then. All right. But the books are open. We have the 100% truth. All right. 2nd Ezra 6:55, it reads, all this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou hast made the world for our sakes. And who is he talking about? He's talking about the Israelites. All right. And let's grab this Deuteronomy right quick. Deuteronomy 11 and 24. And it reads, let me see something. Back here. Let's just get to the point right here. Deuteronomy 11 and 24 reads, every place whereon the soles of your feet shall tread shall be yours, from the wilderness of Lebanon, from the rivers of Euphrates, even into the uttermost sea shall be your coast be. Shall be your coast be, right? So everything upon the earth, even the uttermost parts, all right, of the sea, all right? And let's listen up.
And we're not God's people, because if whites was God's people, they wouldn't treat us like they do.
Well, now you're talking again.
Jesus said there's no good in whites. It's in the Bible. What verse is that? Jesus says no good. John what?
8:44.
John 8:44, where Jesus talking on white people. He said there's no good in you, and he said no, not one.
All right. He said we are different. We're different. We're definitely different from these people, right? Leviticus 20 and 26. And ye shall be holy unto me, for I, the Lord, am holy, and have severed you from other people, that ye should be mine. All right. We're different. All right. Jacob is the former of all things. All right. Jacob, the Israel is the Lord's chosen children. All right. Let's keep going.
Cassius, you're talking.
I'm not Cassius. You still calling me? I can't.
And again, fair use, YouTube. Fair use. I'm only using this for educational purposes. Fair use.
Mohammed, you're talking in
I'm not no
particulars
white
when you
man.
have to talk in generality.
So you want to keep calling me a white man's name? I'm not white.
There is no such thing as low.
The whole world.
The whole world belongs. You heard him? The whole world belongs to who? Israel, man. All right. We got another reel to show. Oh, wow.
See,
Wow. Didn't mean for that to happen like that, but I want to get this other reel. Oh, man. Wow. Starting at the bottom of this thing. I don't know. I should have started at the top to go and get them, but oh well. There's another reel. There's one with Farrakhan on it, and I love to get Farrakhan on there because, you know, I mean, Muhammad Ali, Farrakhan, you know, they come from that Muslim thing, but, you know, those scriptures gonna back them up and stuff, right? So gotta bag everything up with scriptures, like the Lord says, you know. We let the scriptures speak, all right? Oh, wow. Come on now. Where is that? Where is that? Wow. All right, here's one right here. I can grab, all right?
Murdered when they did absolutely nothing wrong.
Again, fair use, YouTube. I'm only using this for educational purposes. Fair use.
I don't want to... When they attack black people after they've been murdered, when they did absolutely nothing wrong, you're pushing us to the limit. And what do I mean by that? You're asking us to talk about history, the history of the South. This is in Georgia. What happened in Georgia? There were savages in Georgia. It was the ancestors of the white right-wingers. They were absolute savages. They murdered people, they lynched people, they raped people, they enslaved people. They took babies from their mothers and sold them as property. You want to talk about savages? Your ancestors were the biggest savages the world has ever seen. So don't you dare call a black man a savage after you murdered him. Don't you dare do that. I'm so sick of African Americans being called violent when the world's worst violence was done to them, not by them, to them, not by them. For God's sake, you want to do racist stereotypes? If it fit anywhere, and it doesn't, but if it fit anywhere, it would certainly fit white right-wingers of the South, who has hundreds of years of history of being savages. Savages! They snatched babies, and they sold them as property, and they raped.
Let's grab that right quick, all right? It's going off, man. Getting in, going off, man. You know, you might be a Jake, man, all right? This is Zechariah 1:15 says, and I am very sore displeased with the heathen that are at ease, for I was but a little displeased, and they helped forward the affliction. You see? All right, the Lord's a little displeased, and they forwarded the affliction, all right? All right, meaning that they went further, all right? And the Lord has set these people up for a big payback, man. JB, the big payback, man, all right? All right, we can grab this Isaiah, I believe, 47th chapter also, right? All right. I believe it's 47. Let me see. 47. See, Salakia. Right. Native Kingdoms, all right. I like to sing this. That's right. Call I like to sing this whole song right here, man. All right, because it's beautiful what the Lord is about to do. But I'm going to get right to the point, though. Verse 6. All right. This is Isaiah 47:6. It reads, "I was wroth with my people. I have polluted my inheritance and given them into thy hand. Thou didst show them no mercy. Upon the ancient hast thou very heavily laid thy yoke." All right. "And thou sayest, I shall be a lady forever." Bitch. So that Salakis, so that thou didst not lay these things to thy heart, neither didst remember the latter end of it. You see? Yeah, Salaki for that, though. That's just the spirit, man. All right? This, call him, the Lord is telling you, this one was thinking, this is the disguise he puts on. See, you know what I'm saying? Lord puts this in parables perspective, or in similitudes and parables and dark sayings, but this is this damn devil saying that I'm a lady, I'm gentle, I'm nice, I'm sweet, no, you're not. You're a demon. All right. Verse 8, therefore hear now this, thou that are given to pleasures, that dwelleth carelessly, that saith in thy heart, I am and none else besides me. I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children. You see? But these two things shall come to thee in a moment, in one day. The loss of children, the widowhood, they shall come upon thee in their perfection. All right? The perfection of slaughter this Lord is about to is bringing upon this place right now as we speak. It says, for the multitude of thy sorcery and for the great abundance of thy enchantment. You see? For thou hast trusted in thy wickedness, thou hast said, none seeth me. Thy wisdom and thy knowledge, it has perverted thee, and thou hast said in thy heart, I am and none else besides me. You see? All right.
Their mothers, savages. That's what they were.
Who's he talking about? He's talking about Esau, Edom, the so-called self-proclaimed white man. Savages. All right. Job. That reminds me of the Job, right? Let's just get it. Job 30. All right. This is who he's talking about, man. Job 30:1. All right. It reads, but now they that are younger than I have me in derision, whose fathers I would have disdained to have set with my dogs of my flocks. You see, is what Job's saying. I wouldn't even have them sit with my dogs of my flocks. He says, yeah, whereunto mighty. It says, whereto might the strength of their hands profit me, and whom old age was perished. For want of famine, they were solitary. Flying into the wilderness in former times, desolate and waste. Right? Who cut up marshmallows by the brushes and juniper roots for their meat. They were driven forth from among men. They cried after them as after a thief. You see? It says to dwell in the clefts of the valley, in the caves of the earth, and in the rocks. Thus, therefore, you have the Caucasus Mountains where we chased them up into, right? But they are originally from Mount Seir. That's the only land that they were given, not the Caucasus Mountains. Verse 7, among the bushes they brayed, under the nettles they were gathered together. They were children of fools, children of base men. They were viler than the earth. This is what he's talking about. They were children of base men. They were viler than the earth. Now we got to get this Daniel, right? We got to get this Daniel 4, right? 4 and 17. And it reads, this matter is by the decree of the watchers and by the demand of the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and give it to whosoever he will, and set it up over it the basis of men. And this is who's ruling right now, these savages.
Talking about stereotypes? Screw all of you.
That's
who
right.
Still defend that Confederacy, that monstrosity. Anyone who defends that.
And it's not just the Confederacy. And you see right now, all right, everything is in dark. It's coming to light. There's no such thing as Democrats and Republicans. They're all one party. All right? They're all one people. And just like there's no such thing as Russians and this and that, Americans and Germans and this. No, they're all one. And Africans too. All right? They're all one peoples when it comes to kicking our ass. All right? You see? All of them are our enemies. The Lord, I got to do a video on these Africans. All right, because our people constantly, they think they're African freaking Americans, you freaking idiots.
Is a barbaric savage.
That's why they don't want to teach American history in public schools. That's why there's been a strong orchestrated effort.
Right. I can't have my 13-year-old hearing this and seeing this and that, you know what I'm saying? It's going to disturb him. What the hell you think it has done to our kids? You see, payback is a mother, you know?
To prevent the teaching of anything that you just mentioned right now. Because, hey, God forbid that, you know, children learn about the real savages in this country's history.
I don't want.
Boom. Children, God forbid the children learn, but we will. We have learned. Most of God's children, He is walking up His children. You know, call Lord Yabashmasha. But anyway, with that, Lord, He knows I said enough. Lord's will is edifying to the body. I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Rakakurash, Kram Yasharala, the ball to this freaking place.